What's up? I get at least 15 horsepower with that. So, AC issues with a GX. I've got a 2009 with almost 230 Ks. Well, not Ks, 230 K miles. But, alright, so a couple quick things. Your high side is here. Your little see it thing where you can actually see the Freon is right there. Refrigerant, that's your low side, which is, I don't know why it's missing the cap, but could be part of my problem. So my issue was, first I thought I had a blend door problem because the driver's side in the rear part would only blow hot, and my wife's side would blow cold. So I was like, oh, it's the actuator. Well, it wasn't, because then we went to Hawaii, and when we got back, neither side worked, and it only blew hot air. So it's blowing nice chilly air now. So a couple things. In order to test this, a lot of times what people have is they'll get on their display here, they'll get like a flashing AC light. If you get the flashing AC light, that's almost always going to be a relay for the clutch for the AC. So let me show you how you can tell if that's working. So down in there, you can see this outer piece is not moving, right? Because the clutch is not engaged, so therefore it's not moving. Now when I kick the AC on, boop, you can hear it kick on, and now you can see that it's moving. You spin me right round. All right, so anyway, your fuse box is in here. There's a 30 amp fuse about on this line right about here on the edge. That's for your AC. And then there's another, it's a relay, and it says it's like MG CLH or something like that is what it says on it. Basically it stands for magnetic clutch. If that thing is not spinning when the AC is on, you need to replace that relay, but check the fuse. Also, now down here you can see that's white from refrigerant, which is what you want to see. The fan's moving, everything's working as it should be. The whole problem I was having was no cool. So I bought one of those refrigerant deals with a gauge on it, popped it on there. The way it works with refrigerant is it's not specific to like how much PSI each vehicle needs. It's dependent on the coolant and how the coolant operates with temperature and things like that. So yeah, so when you test, you'll want to have this on, and when you're filling, you'll also want to make sure that your AC is on. That way it can pull in your refrigerant. So this is what I got. I got this AC Pro with a little fancy gauge because it was like $2 more than the cheaper stuff. So when you fill it, what you'll want to do is you can try to purge the hose. I couldn't purge this one just to make sure there's no air in it. I don't think there was any air in this. I'm hoping not. I don't know. That way you're not pumping air into the system. And you want to make sure you're holding this bottle vertical, and you can shake it or you can turn it a little bit sideways to kind of help it mix well. So basically, you've got check your relay, check your 30 amp. They're both right there in the fuse box under the hood. Make sure your fan is working. You can also check to see if it's leaking at the front condenser, which is, you know, basically that front radiator, right? And you can also measure to see if it's ever been replaced. You can get any kind of ruler and you measure that first inch and you count how many little slats there are in that inch, and it should be around 20, I guess. If it's lower than that and your car is just not getting cool enough, it's probably because that's been replaced with a cheap condenser, and you're gonna have to fucking replace that. So, but anyway, that's it. Just want to show you my dash is beautiful right now. The only light I have on is TPMS, which I can disable, but I'm not gonna do it yet. I got my Dobinson's lift, long travel. It's going on the GX here soon, so that's gonna be fun. And just for shits and giggles, here's my blacked out faux Rena 2019 off-road premium. It's on 285s right now. Got a 270 awning on one side. I got a ARB 8x8 on the other, and solar panel. You can kind of see the solar panel like right there on the roof, which feeds into the back and charges up my Rockpal's 500 watt-hour solar generator or solar battery, whatever you want to call it, if you want to argue about it. There's a Facebook group called I Came Here to Argue About Overlanding. You can take your arguments there. Anyway, hope this video helped you guys. I couldn't find anything that covered like all the bases. There was lots of like little bits and tips and tricks, but yeah, check the relay, man. If that clutch isn't engaging, that relay's like, it's cheap. I think I want to say if you buy it from the manufacturer, it's like 70 bucks, which isn't cheap, but yeah, I'm sure you can get it on eBay or somewhere else for like 10, 11 bucks. But and then the fuse, 30 amp fuse, one of those little mini fuses, super cheap fix. This is not a fix. It is a band-aid solution for me. I mean, I've got 229 on the clock right now. If it is a bad condenser, I don't know if I'll be replacing it. I do live in Texas and it's freaking hot here. Let's see, does this tell me how hot it is? Yeah, it's reading 101 right now, and it's already 6. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, I might end up doing it. I don't know, but yeah. So anyways, you guys have a great day. And if you have a non-nav central, this whole piece or whatever with the non-nav and the external buttons for temp control, let me know. I might buy it from you. All right. Cool. Thanks. You guys have a good one.